Hi guys, scenthound here today. Coming to you with an ancient. It's not that ancient actually. It's the original one came in 1994. The designer was born in 1934. Paco Rabanne was born in 1934. He's a Spanish-born, famous fashion designer. He initially focused more on jewelry and then on other types of clothings and perfumes and whatnot. He also liked to draw, and apparently he claimed to be 75,000 years old. So let's see whether his perfumes are also smelling very ancient. Okay. Now this is actually a 2018 version of the original, which came in 2000 and sorry, original which came in 1994. You can see it's a very sweet, very nice feel to the cover, the box. But how does that help in getting a better perfume? Well, I guess depends, And of course, again, the bottle. Thank Lord, right? Thank the Lord that it's not one of his fancy robots or gold bars or what else has he done before. No, not he, of course, his house, what he represents, right? Probably, yes, that is the gold bar. Okay. And the robots and gold bars and trophies and all those things. Okay, now so the bottles kind of, I like it, some people might not. Okay, whatever rocks your boat, floats your boat. Ultimately, of course, the juice is what's all about. All these are nice to have things, but the key thing you want is a good juice, right? So what can we say about the juice? Now when we're talking about excess, lots of people talk about it's what's the word for it, it's more expensive brother, which is the Himalaya by Creed, which has like a similar, especially the dry down portions of it. So apparently it's very similar, but to be frank with you all, I haven't had a chance to test what do you call it, the Creed, Himalaya by Creed. Anyway, this 2018 version is done under the noses of Rosendo Matthew and Gerard Anthony. Comes with the top note of mint, bergamot, lemon, meat of geranium, coriander, and juniper, and a base of oak moss, sandalwood, and rosemary. So I like the opening, okay, and it was priced quite well for 50 ml. I got it for about $40. Considering my location where the perfume prices are always on the high side, seemed like a good deal. The opening was good at the mall. But of course, I've talked about the issue with opening when in my video entitled "Why One Buys and Reviews Perfume One Dislikes" in apostrophe. Openings are a big reason, and this had a recent opening. And of course, citrus openings are always mostly, most people like citrus opening, the freshness, so the mint, bergamot, lemon does its job. And throw in the price and a relatively well-known perfume as Paco Rabanne. So yeah, any person would really consider buying it. And it's not a wrong decision at all, because it's something, it's simple, versatile. You can sort of wear it most places. It's like a fire and forget kind of a thing, if you ask me. You just wear and go on. Now the only issue I have with it is that it's got a bit of the opening, as I said, is great, but the meat part of it, I got a bit of issues with that, because I think the coriander, right? The coriander and geranium, as well as the rosemary in the base, they sort of combine to give a bit of a I think a bit of over spiciness, I would say. It's just transcendental. It's just after the opening, you get it for a while. For a while, as in I don't know, maybe about 30 minutes or thereabouts, and then it sort of slowly goes down to more of sandalwood kind of a feel, right? So then the sandalwood will linger. It'll be like a skin scent, or those who are coming close to you will smell it. And so I think that's what it's all about. So ultimately, if you want a higher end feel of this mint, okay, minty feeling, as well as you want a combination of the high end mint versus with this sandalwood feel, you might go for a mixture of that aromatic of the citrusiness with sandalwood, that kind of a vibe. You can go for the Himalaya by Creed, which is the more expensive version. But if you want, and this is a very decent version, I think, for any average Joe who want just a decent perfume to wear, anywhere, he can just buy this, man. It's very reasonable. This is a very decent proposition, I think. Okay. Lots of his Paco Rabanne's perfumes can be opinion dividing from the bottle design and whatnot, but this is a very reasonable one. If you still want something cheaper, okay, I suggest this. There's this soap, sandalwood soaps, especially from in the Indian subcontinent. I think one of the famous one, I think it's called Mysore sandalwood soap. Now you just buy that, bathe in that soap, and you just come out of the shower, man, you're gonna be smelling of sandalwood all over, man. Like, so if you want a cheaper version of sandalwood vibe, then I think you can just go for that soap, actually, honestly, right? So, but if you want a perfume, okay, you can get this. It's a very decent proposition. The sandalwood is quite dominant. All right, yeah, I'm smelling as I'm talking. Yeah, it's quite dominant. So yeah, it's good stuff, I think. Just that the opening is okay, the dry run is okay. The mid part is the one that sort of grinds my gears a bit. So I don't know what to do about that. So share your thoughts on this perfume XS, which has been around for a very long time. I haven't smelled Himalaya. I haven't smelled the. Maybe I smelled the original. I don't know. It's been many years. The original was 1994, right? So yeah, I wouldn't remember even if I did smell it years ago. But talking about this, value for money, versatile. Mid is problematic. Sandalwood dry down. I would give this. The problem is I've given 3 to a lot of good perfumes, so I'll give this a 2.75 out of 5. Very interesting marks, eh? Okay, guys, it is what it is. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye from scenthound.